Hey guys, it's at K Deuces, your sports bet queen. We are back with an early episode. Just to let you know, we're recording this on a Monday night after the game. That's because I'm going to be out of town. So we are here with the co-host, Big Pick Brad,
What is up?
Al the Towel, back in
Yo,
action, and then Prado the Pointer.
What's up?
All right, let's do takeaways. Today's game started off slow, but it got a little bit better than the other primetime games. Just a little bit, though, right? So, Al, I'm going to have you take away what you think and other takeaways from this week, just because you were out. Let's see what you think.
yeah. I'll start with the Steelers game. That was incredibly painful to watch. They moved the ball well in the first half using tempo, and then they decided they did not want to use any tempo in the second half, which is, what was working. They even ran the ball a little bit. Mitch made a couple throws. George Pickens made possibly the catch of the season. And then when you go 3-and-out so many times, you kill your defense. Our defense has played the most snaps out of any team in the NFL. They just need some help from this offense. Sustain drives, score some freaking points. I think Matt Canada, that seat should be hot as an offensive coordinator. And then obviously, I think the most fun game to watch, because there's a lot of bad games to watch. I had a lot of fun watching the Colts and the Chiefs go Matt Ryan. We figured it out. And man, there's some trouble in Kansas City. I think
Yeah.
what you saw there is Tyreek Hill makes them lose big playability, and that's something that offense is lacking. So good for the Colts being 1-1-1.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
1-1-1.
I know
one
it's
one
so
and one,
funny.
man.
The
Hey, that
predictability.
tie coming
Oh,
from
go ahead.
somebody who had a tie in their record last year, that tie will help you a lot in playoff time. So
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. And good takeaways, dude. Like honestly, the predictability of the KC is definitely showing slowly, and that microscope is burning. Like you said, they don't have that, like you can't predict a play with Tyreek because you don't know what you can expect out of him. And that's happening now on the other side where he's at, which is the Dolphins game. That was crazy versus the Bills. That's my takeaway. I mean, they ran out of time, like that's crazy. They probably could have tied it up. I don't know, whatever. But I mean, that's just sucks. That just sucks. But it is what it is. You can't, Florida is a very tough place to play for some teams that aren't used to it, or just period, because of the weather. And I saw that it was like felt like 100 degrees or whatever the hell. So that must have been crazy. That was I love that game just to watch. I know, Brad, I was talking to you about it. I was just like, I don't even really fucking care about who wins now. I just want to fucking watch it because it's pretty fucking cool. My other takeaway is my stupid fucking team. Um, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's just like the same thing as fucking Raider fans probably. Like, we're gonna fucking win this game, but we're not gonna win this game. Or I might as well do it like Al, where he says like the opposite, and then they win or they lose or whatever the hell it is. It's like a fucking curse with Jimmy G. But now you see why, like the public, I got a lot of public, like obviously people talking shit, but now you see why, like we were giving Trey a chance. But that's obviously not going to happen. And yeah, we did get lucky with Jimmy coming back because he's probably going to be just the next best thing we have. But the next best thing ain't going to work for winning some fucking games, at least for that one that got away. All right, that's it for my takeaways. Prado, what's your takeaways?
My takeaway was the Goliath got stabbed in the heart, which was good old Patrick Mahomes, as we love the poster boy. Like I said, if NFL was real with its fucking take, that there's no way they allow them to let him win. Did you? I saw this like interesting thing about Miami. They said that whoever designed that stadium had it perfect, where the sun beams on the
Oh,
opponent's
okay.
teams.
That
So
makes
as there's
sense.
So
Clever.
the home team gets the shade. That side just beams on you in September.
But do they ever like
Nope.
trade
Home side's home
sides?
side.
Got you.
So I learned that interesting thing, and I was like, that
That
makes
is
sense. And then
interesting.
it was funny. They showed these guys on the ground, like exhausted, hot, cramping up.
Well, even their own team. I thought I heard Tyreek getting IV or whatever, right? I thought that's what I
That's
heard.
probably all the liquor that he drank the night before.
Or how about Tua freaking like falling and then getting back up?
Yeah,
I didn't
the
understand
CTE is
that.
real.
Like,
No, I'm just kidding.
that was weird. I don't know that they said it wasn't concussion. It was back. Like,
No,
which
that's
one
the whole
was it?
thing. No, they're investigating that whole thing right now. If
No.
they should have let him
Speaking of
in.
Tyreek, did you see Tyreek's like press conference thing today that he did?
No, what
He's
Yeah, he
like,
happened?
shout
it
out
was
to
so
Eli
funny.
Apple.
Yeah, he's like, who we play this Thursday? They're like Bengals. He's like, okay. He's like, Eli Apple, I'm coming for your ass. I'm right here. I'm
Oh
like,
my
"Damn."
God, that Eli Apple is the biggest like gambler, I think, honestly. Do you remember Thanksgiving? Like a few
Yep.
years back, I feel like he gets paid to fucking, ransack games, but I don't know. That's just a conspiracy theory. One of my theories of playing.
And then
But
Mr. Lamar Jackson, he fucking is the I think I looked this up too. He was he's number 4 rusher in the NFL. I
Yep.
mean, the guy just keeps finding a way to fucking just put up those stats. So you got to give him props, and big game this week.
yeah, you're wearing his jersey for the takeaway. I mean,
Yep.
you've always been a Lamar fan, so
Should I
I've been a
rival
Lamar
you and
fan
put
since
on
college.
my Josh Allen jersey?
yeah.
You need it.
All right. So, by the way, the Patriots, though, my God, they're done. Sorry. I mean, I know that's not the reason. I know that's not the reason why Caleb is not here, but you know what I mean? Like
Looking for a quarterback.
No, it's
and a coach.
Nebraska.
it's Nebraska. Yeah, we could talk shit about you because you're not here. I know Bobby isn't here either, but there's not much to talk shit about when your team fucking sucks and his team is
No,
19.
his favorite team won.
Oh,
Niners.
not the Niners. You mean
Yeah, you
Philly?
know he loves.
Jalen
No,
Hurts?
no,
Oh.
he's the biggest Russell
no.
Wilson fan
Oh
on earth.
yeah,
Let's ride.
He
bit
loves
by
them.
1 point.
I feel like sometimes Bobby and Russell Wilson have the same hair.
Yeah, are you kidding me? They do.
Oh man, that's gonna be funny. See, Bobby, that's what you get for not coming on your day off too, right? I think.
Yeah,
it's
you
his day off.
motherfucker.
Yeah, you Russell, go fucking hang out with Russell.
And Sierra.
Yeah.
Fucking get your goodies.
And future son.
Oh my God. Oh, dude. All right. Brad, take away from your team.
My
Wow.
team sucks. I'm ready to punt on the
Dirt.
season. Our coach is a fucking idiot.
For putting him in twice.
We
That
should
you
have
don't
just
need to do
never
it?
dressed the guy. Herbert should have not dressed this week. We should have just
Yeah.
thugged it out with Chase Daniel, especially after we got fucking routed by the Jacksonville Jaguars, who have not won a road game in 18 straight road games. Finally get their first win on the road. Really disappointed in my team and how they played. But on to next week. They just got to keep on chugging. But if we punt on the season, we just have to punt. It's 4th down.
Yeah, but usually your coach goes for it though.
This year he's been the polar opposite. He's actually been not nearly as aggressive as he talked about being. And
After what happened, probably.
Yeah,
Keenan
you
Allen
know.
being gone hurt too.
Yeah.
yeah, Keenan Allen is a huge loss with the hammy. And another
Slater.
quick takeaway I
Slater.
have is the Raiders are 0-3 for everyone that's listening. And,
Wyatt.
Shout out Wyatt.
Yeah.
And prior to the season, Al did say they were going to win the division.
I
Boy,
did.
was he wrong?
Dude, I was on
Yeah.
the same thing because I was like, dude, they have it, but it's like they're still not disciplined.
Still
And then
got a
here-
chance. Let's
I'm
be
gonna
real.
say, I'm gonna say what Wyatt's thinking. Hey, bro, they're still they can win out.
You know what's funny is Clark is like, we're going to go 14-0 from here on out. What are you talking about?
No, but the thing is, it's like you want to believe that and you really want to see it because you could actually see it happening, but it just doesn't. They just lose all control. That's just how
You
it
know
is.
who needs a talking to is Josh McDaniels needs to
He-
talk to Darren Waller because Darren Waller dropped 3 passes
Mhm.
and was dirt. So
Those were just
Those-
fucking stupid ones
he
too.
dropped a touchdown pass that ended up
did.
being an interception.
Yeah.
You think the car has too many weapons? Is that like a thing? Like there's
No,
too
I think
No,
they.
I mean you should be able to go to them, and one's got to be solid.
And the
feel
other
me?
thing is they averaged 5.1 yards per rush in that game,
Yeah.
and they completely got away from the run game. Like they get in these goal line situations, run the ball once, and then start throwing.
You know what they are, Brad? They're the new fucking Browns from years ago that we talked about on the podcast where you and I were fucking solid. Now it's Al and I or whoever rides with the what we said in the beginning. They're the new paper team. They're the fucking paper team. That's what it is.
Yep.
Like you would think that they would do good. Their defense does, pretty good, but they're still not disciplined enough to understand that they're going to get penalties just because they're the Raiders. It's kind of just like having Tom Brady out there and he's going to get, fucking flags or whatever. It's just the image. They have to understand. I don't know.
Hey,
I mean, but
speaking of Tom Brady, watching him in that game was like kind of sad because all that guy does is throw like 3-yard passes now.
I
Yeah.
know.
he's turning into noodles.
At some point, he was like 14 for like 16 with like 74 yards. I'm like, geez.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like those games were just, I mean, it's kind of disappointing. He's definitely getting old, but Pat has no reason. He's still fucking young and they're playing on like pretty much the same level. So that just shows you right there something's up. All right. So that's it for takeaways. I don't know if you guys have anything else. I don't think so for me. I know all our teams fucking suck. That's for sure. We needed a segment on that, and we've already talked about it.
NFL wants this. They love it. They love the competition. It needs to be 2-2. You know what I mean? Like no one needs to be undefeated. Everyone needs to be kind of like at bay with each other because
Yeah.
that makes it more exciting. Because then next week you can't go, oh, this team's kicking ass. It's like, dude, they're 2-2.
So,
The fun-
and all the
every week-
teams, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, every week, like, or just in general, like you want as many teams in it as possible because
Yeah.
then every fan gets to be like, oh, my team's still in it.
Yeah, even Chicago. That guy.
They're 2-1.
Or the
guy,
Texans.
They're 2-1.
that guy ended
Yeah.
up.
Texans are what 0-2.
0-2-1.
No, the guy from the Chicago like meme or whatever, the guy that was like crying because like they should have won against fucking Green Bay, which was never gonna happen. But like he made that video, and then the Chicago Bears like invited him on the field to make another video saying that I'm here, I'm ready to play. Like he was telling his girlfriend that he don't call him, he was gonna suit up. It was hella funny. So I don't know. Yeah, you're right. They're probably giving everybody a chance since it's the beginning and they want people to be excited about football, especially because Prime Video is taking a piece into it too.
Well, they have
So it might
they have
be-
an extra game so that it's like it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. True. So it gives people a chance to look forward to something with their team, even though they suck, which is our team. And I guess they got to like tilt it. You can't always have the good teams do good and the bad teams do bad. So at one point, it's kind of like dogs and fucking
Jimmy needed to do bad because he's
Public.
got the playbook.
Public and Sharks.
The playbook's quiet up because it's always opened up for the Rams. You watch.
All right.
That's fair.
All right. Let's do Thursday night football. This one should be exciting from the other primetime games that we thought were exciting. It's Miami Dolphins versus Cincinnati, the Bengals. The spread is 3. I have no idea what the total is, but I think it's 47 right now. And it is Monday. So just remember, if you're listening to the podcast, we recorded this Monday night and we're still coming out with it on Thursday morning. It's just that we had to record it early. So for the latest and greatest, go to www.thesportsbettingqueen.com, sign up and put your email in, and then you'll get that latest email to get the actual bets of all the podcast hosts. Now, Al, you're going with Cincy. What's the take on here?
Cincinnati, they won a game. They kind of got their footing. And the Dolphins are coming off of a big win. They probably shouldn't have won that
Another
game
one.
after the punter punted the ball off the up man's back and then was a safety. And then you're giving Josh Allen the ball when you're up by 2 with a minute 50 left. 9 times out of 10, Josh Allen is going to finish that game and Buffalo's going to win. So I think it was kind of fluky, and I like Cincinnati.
Yeah. Yeah. But do you think anything of the, like, he just keeps getting sacked though? Is that because it's good defense that he's been playing, like good defenses, or do you think that they need some improvement there? Are they making any changes? What do you think? They
The
have
line
to, right?
needs to get better. They have 3 new guys on that O line that they invested in. The Bengals do. So sometimes
makes
with the
sense.
line, they just need to gel a little bit. But because it's a short week, Mixon will probably be heavily involved, and they'll. I think they'll win. I think they're maybe still the better team. But and then who knows if Tua is playing or not? That's up in the air.
Yeah. They're favorites because they're playing in Cincy, right? So
It's actually at 3.5 now.
yeah,
It's at
3.5. And they're playing at Bengals. So okay. That's a good take by Al. Caleb says talk to me Wednesday. That means he wants to take fucking Taylor Gang. I already know. He's just sleepy. So we will find out. So that's something to look forward to if you follow Caleb, Bill's godson. Like I said, sign up for the email. And then nothing for Bobby Prado. You got Cincinnati large. So when you say Cincinnati large, do you mean money line and spread, or both, or just money line, or whatever? What do you
No,
think?
I'd rather not pay the juice. I'll just take the 3 or 3.5, whatever is out there.
It's 3.5 minus 3.5.
Cincinnati showed fight last week. I actually appreciate that. When a team's down and out and they come out and fucking swing at the fences, I think a little bit also has to do with them just kind of gelling. They're like a team that likes to, like, you guys are talking about the Raiders.
Come from behind.
They like to regress and then kind of put it back together. I noticed they're like that kind of team. They're not going to be your start out elite because that's just not who they are. They'll find some time, or they'll gel, which always takes time. And you've seen it. It took them 3 weeks to finally wake the fuck up. And this is a good game. Miami, good game last week.
Time for them to lose. Huh?
Still was not impressed. I think Josh more beat himself than Miami beating Josh. He had wide open passes missed. He fucking looked like, I don't know what he was fucking thinking. One play, he tries to spike the ball. His hands hella moist.
Ooh, Josh Allen? You're talking about Josh Allen?
Yeah, so it wasn't like Miami did anything spectacular. They held them in check for a while, but I think that was a lot on his part.
Okay. Yep. Good take. Brad, anything on this? Anything?
Sorry, I didn't get to update the sheet, but I like Cincinnati as well. I thought the line after beating Buffalo would be closer to like 2, maybe 1.5. So them to come right out of the gates with a 3, and the line's already moved to 3.5. I kind of like the Bengals just because, like Prado said, they had no business beating the Bills, and they're the best team in the NFL, the Bills. So you beat them, and then you go on the road. It's probably not going to be the easiest task here on a short week, especially after Tua looked like he got hit by a fucking bus and didn't know where he was at. He had no idea where he was at for like a good minute.
No, that's real. Yeah, for real. He didn't.
And then he came back out, and he finished the game, and it just didn't
and
make sense.
You don't know, and like again, you don't know if he should have been out there. But at this point, yes, it's not like the Herbert situation that they were losing by a ton.
Just wasn't a good week for Bama products.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good take. I think I'm just hoping this finally goes over. I just really want it to be an exciting game again. Like for prime time.
9-1 primetime unders.
No, because today it was just like, like even Al was like, we text on the group chat. It's just like you're saying exactly what I'm thinking. Like, what the fuck? This thing sucks. Like, I don't know how many times I had to say, "Hey, this game sucks," but I was still watching it because there's like no football, except for that.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Fuck it." But yeah, just like you're hoping for the over, and I might just sprinkle a little bit on that just because I feel like both teams can really score very well. And I don't really know about the defenses. I mean, Miami, but they might be tired, like you guys said. All right, let's go for. We're only going to be doing some of the most important games and some of the games that the guys think that they should bring up that they feel strongly about just because it's early. So we don't want to go through every single game if you're listening to this. Minnesota versus New Orleans in London in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Brad.
Very nice. So there's a
and
crumpets
that-
and tea for us.
yes. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to do something for the Queen, but I'm not sure really 100%. But
Have a moment of silence.
it's 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. That means we got to get our emails out before, so don't worry, we'll get it out there. Spread is 2.5. It's still 2.5. And yeah, I don't know. But I think Burke does something in London. If he can't do it in fucking United States, he'll do it in goddamn London. That's what I think. Al, anything on this, or you just leaving it?
No, I have no idea. I'll be asleep. I won't be watching that game. 6:30 a.m. Fuck.
Like, good luck, right? I'll just look at my phone.
They picked a good game to put on at 6:30 a.m. though, because that's a game I couldn't care less about.
It's true. It's exciting, but not exciting enough. Brad?
Side on this because in my eyes, both teams are kind of shit right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't you
every
feel
week
like
with the Vikings, it's someone different, and
Yeah.
every time Dalvin Cook carries the ball, he's gonna get fucking
he's
injured.
hurt though? I think he's hurt again.
Yeah, he's injured. I just don't understand. He like carries the ball a couple times, does really well. Yep, he's injured. And then the O'Connell offense just has not looked very good at all. They bailed themselves out against the Kneecaps last week with a miracle win. Horrible call by Dan Campbell with the
he made a mistake. He knew it though.
Oh yeah. You were 4 of 6 on fourth downs, and now you want to kick a 50+ yarder? Like, come on, man.
Don't be that. Yeah.
That was just absolutely.
He didn't do the
stupid.
MC. Yeah, he didn't do the MCDC thing, which he fucked up because that's his own thing. But you know what? I think I don't know too much on how New Orleans is doing. Like you guys said, they kind of fucking suck, both teams right now. I don't know. At first, I think we talked about that they had a good defense, or they're going to come after Burke, whatever. But I feel like this Minnesota team is getting super old. I feel like they've been playing for like 20 years, and 20 years has passed them by, and just nothing happened. So I know
it's a
it's
Minnesota
less
way.
than that. Yeah, I know it's less than that, but yeah. All right, Prado depends on my Saturday. That's what he put.
Yeah, it depends if I'm gonna. It depends on my college intake and how I want to how I do. If I do bad, I'm betting this game. I could already tell myself that right now.
The D-gen in you. Okay, that makes sense because you got to bet something early.
It depends if UCLA gets smacked on Friday. Will I be tuned to fucking, you know what I mean? Or go Washington, right, Brad?
I mean, the spread indicates that we should probably take UCLA, but fucking Washington's been a really tough team to bet against this year. They're playing the fucking lights out.
Can do it.
Yeah.
They're playing lights fucking out.
All right. Okay. So the next game we really want to talk about is Josh Allen versus Lamar. I don't know. I kind of like Lamar here as a dog. It's just something. But, this happens to me once a year that I take Baltimore and like they lose. And that's because we should have known who to take. This is kind of like the Chiefs versus Baltimore game. Do you remember that, you guys? Where we're like, yeah.
I think the Chiefs didn't Baltimore win last season?
Yeah, they did. They covered.
This is why I gotta
finally
take
did.
Baltimore. It's because of that game.
Yeah, we finally got
Same
to win
line.
that. Yeah, but then we were on the wrong side for like 2 times, and we were just like, dude, we should have
I
known
was
what to
disgusted
do,
in
blah, blah,
myself.
blah. Yeah, and we talked about it because it was like prime time. One of them, or I don't even know
That
if
was
it
the
was one or
Pat
two of
effect
them.
where you're just like, Pat. All right,
Should have
going
known,
Pat.
should have known. Yeah.
Well, they took the ball out of his hands, and Edwards-Helaire fumbled the ball. That was the game.
Mhm.
Same line, not the same spot in the game, but
They
this
pounded
line
the
says
rock.
Lamar
That
all
game,
day.
they pounded the fucking rock.
And that's the only reason why I brought that up is because is Josh taken on Pat's this year? Like he's the new Patrick because he's good. You know what I mean? Like, so what are we gonna do here? But like Baltimore as the dog plus 3.5, that's a pretty good line to take Lamar. I know it sounds like a trap, but it may not be just because of the fact that like Buffalo's coming off of that short week and coming from Florida. So, that's a pretty long trip. But I don't know. That's my take on it. Al, you like Buffalo though. You think it's gonna be the whole Pat KC thing versus Baltimore?
Yeah, I think Josh Allen will get it done. I think Stephon Diggs, he was one of those cramping up guys. I think him not being in Miami will help. And like if you watch Buffalo, their offense is so hard to stop because they've got all kinds of different
Defense too,
weapons.
dude.
They've got a good defense where they rotate a bunch of guys on the D line. So I like them being able to stop the run, and Josh Allen to do Josh Allen things. So I like Buffalo to bounce back.
Although they did lose some key defenders on the defense side. Yeah, so
lost the
we'll have to look
corner
out for
and the
that.
safety Poyer.
And then Baltimore's got a great coach, so we know he's already plotting and scheming, right, Brad? No take on this though, right, Brad? I don't know.
Oh, I definitely want to talk about
Oh, you're gonna
this.
take Balt. Go ahead.
I'm taking Baltimore. There's nothing to think about.
That's it. Period. Point blank. Big pick. That's his big pick.
They're gonna have the four horsemen back there just running the rock, including Lamar. And Buffalo's a team you could run on. They're not the best run defense, and then also losing basically their whole secondary. These Baltimore receivers and tight ends, they can get it done. I doubted them a lot, but they're really showing up.
It's that famous 52 on the total, by the way. Jesus. God, they love doing that 52, huh?
Yep.
Love it.
Could be a shootout.
It could be.
Caleb's going to take the Bills. I'm sure he agrees with Al on his take. It's just because, Buff's doing Buff things is what he would say. And then Parado, you're taking plus 3.5. Good stuff. What's your take on it?
Last week when they said that Micah was out, that changed the whole perspective on fucking Buffalo. You lose a key player like that, it's not good at all. Plus, Poyer, I think he did play, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I think I got a mixed match. I knew it was one of their safeties, but
was it somebody?
It's high.
He was actually supposed to be out, so that's actually funny. I think
thought both were.
No, Poyer played, I believe.
Poyer played.
I think the other guy
okay.
got hurt is a cornerback. He broke his hand.
Yeah,
that is true.
Maybe I think I saw.
Who's
Yeah,
that,
it was
Jackson?
definitely two. It was definitely two.
Yeah,
two
not
people.
Jackson, but he was a 5th round draft.
Oh,
pick
I see it. Benford.
Yeah, Benford. There we go.
There you go.
Yes, Benford.
Great.
And what's
it was in
crazy,
the
you guys
text.
say that. Look, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in the secondary, all on fucking the injury list.
Yeah, one of them, Travarius White, too.
Yeah, he's yet to play. I just think it's a tough game. You go from Miami, then you go to Baltimore. Good luck, Buffalo. I think this is a good spot for Buffalo to regress a little bit. And
Yeah.
I just looked this up right now. The targets on fucking Diggs. I mean, if you're fucking Baltimore, just fucking cover Diggs because let's see, Diggs has 35 targets. He leads the NFL. Oh, no, sorry, Jamar Chase, 35. He's tied with Jamar Chase at 35.
How's Baltimore's defense?
They have a good secondary. They have good corners.
They have a good corner and what's his name? I can't think of his name. Humphreys. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can.
Marcus get burnt Peters.
Burnt toast Peters.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's a good game. I'm definitely tuning in to that one just because it's some
Should be
good stuff
game of the
there.
week right there.
Yeah.
Agreed.
The next game that we wanted to talk about was this game, the fucking Raiders.
Jesus Christ.
I wanted to talk about it just because they're going against Russell.
That's right.
I think they're finally gonna fucking win. I know I said that last week, the week before, and the week before, and the week before, but they're gonna have to win a game. And it has to be against Russell. Please. Just try. I don't know. Maybe. I just feel like if you can't go 0-4, can you? My God. That's horrible. 2's the spread though, and they're still favorite. So
Again,
I'm not really sure about it.
2's back to backs.
Yeah, but they're still favorite. That's crazy. It's like they almost really want you to take Russell after winning against our team by a point. So are we really that stupid that we want to do it? I don't know. Maybe that's what they're trying to say to the people. But I don't know if anybody on the cast has anything to say about the Raiders. Nothing?
Next.
Yeah.
Brad?
The fuck out of here.
Like you said, it's a must win for the Raiders, or it is
Yeah.
a full on punt for them.
Yeah, big time. You can't. I mean, come on.
McDaniels getting launched after one.
He had a one-on-one meeting with Mark Davis, I think today actually.
Did he?
Yeah.
Man,
How
that
about my,
seat just got hot then.
How about my strongest stat in fucking NFL? Fucking the Raiders as a favorite are now 1-10. Will they go 1-11?
Hey, no one said they had to cover. No one said they had to cover.
Yeah, they just have to win.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. But it's like a trap bet though, because it's against Russ. And they're, so they're like, take the points or whatever. All right. Anyway, what other games, Brad? You got any games for me other than let's not talk about Sunday night and Monday night.
I got a beautiful game.
I know what game
go ahead, Prado. I'll elaborate on it.
My game
The
actually
goats?
that I'm locking in that I actually really like is I'm taking Seattle plus 6.5.
Seattle. Who are they
Yes.
playing?
Plus 6.5. There's just no
versus MCDC.
There's just no fucking way the kneecap should be favored that much. I mean, let's give them a little bit.
It is pretty
You're
crazy.
right.
We like their fucking coach. Blah blah blah.
It's
Get the
because
fuck
they
out
were
of here.
leading that whole freaking Detroit game or the whole Minnesota game. That's what they're buying into. But don't forget, Swift isn't playing, and they love to pound the rock. So that's
that's a huge loss. And golf's gonna start doing golf things.
Sometimes it's
golf
okay
balls.
to admit that when you win a game, it's not you were on the right side, but like you saw the writing on the wall. Like if there wasn't that holding call, I swear I was watching it. I was like, Gino's gonna fucking beat me. He's gonna march down the fucking field. He's gonna score a touchdown, and he kept fighting. Like Atlanta score, Gino scores. Atlanta scores, Gino scores. It was like stop.
Yeah. But they were good. It was like two teams that were in a mirror. You know what I mean? I don't know. Is this the same?
I'll take and then this is another key thing that I had that was interesting. Remember, Pete Carroll knows Goff. Goff knows
That's
Pete.
true.
They know each other.
That's true. MCDC. I still think MCDC wins though. And then you could still cover your 6.5.
I can see them losing. This will be the Chargers, Eagles, and Detroit will be the largest 3 games together in combine of Survivor. Maybe Green Bay too, but in a parlay.
I don't know. I feel like MCDC is gonna fucking pull it out of their ass. But I like the 6.5. If you want some more money, then you obviously gotta go for 6.5.
Yeah.
Either way. These are one of those games. That doesn't that does happen. I don't know. But it is what it is. Al, you want to talk about your team? Or no, this is Brad, actually. If one of you guys, whatever you want to do.
I'm just terrified of my team because they're 0-6 when TJ Watt doesn't play. So obviously when arguably the best defensive player on the planet isn't on the field for us, it really changes things. Scared with the offense. So, I mean, and Zach Wilson is coming back this week for the Jets. He's going to open something up that Joe Flacco doesn't offer. So I'm horrified to lose to the Jets this week.
Yeah. And the Jets have a good defense. So it's kind of weird. It's
They're
gonna
an
be a
annoying
weird game
team.
again.
That's what it
Yeah,
is. They're
it's
an
gonna be a weird
annoying
game.
fucking team.
Weird game.
Niners Jr.
Yeah.
I feel like the Steelers are in such weird fucking situations every week. It doesn't matter what it is, it's just weird situations for
Al,
you.
do we
Al.
want you to have a
Lose.
quarterback change yet, or are you still?
No, dude. I mean, the issue is, let me tell you this. Deontay Johnson is awesome after the catch. Claypool, great after the catch. Why have I yet to see them run a slant route this year? It's all like curls and flats and screens. It's like, come on, let's like run a slant here and there. Let's run a little pick play. Like, let's try to get these
Make
guys
it
to
a little
run with the
exciting.
ball.
Your
Yeah.
boy
Or we
DJ
have
actually was, believe it or not, he has 33 targets. He's only 2 behind the NFL leading.
But the thing is, they just like Mitch will throw him, like I said, like out. They're just not attacking the middle of the field at all. And that even hurts a guy like Fryermuth. Why are we neglecting? I think they've only thrown 6 or 7 passes in the middle of the field so far this year. So
Yeah.
I think, and I told Brad this last week, apparently like the play calls were coming in and all the players were looking around at each other going, huh. So that's, you know what I mean? Like they're calling a play, and Pickens goes, huh, and the O line's like, all right. And Mitch is like, okay, cool. Well, let's
It
try.
just doesn't make any sense.
I heard he's not allowed to audible. That's what blows my mind.
Yeah, and I don't know if
Who
you've noticed,
cares?
the only time that we move the ball is when we run no huddle, and that's when Mitch or Ben was calling the plays. So that tells me that we need to just like let Mitch do his thing. Take
Every once
the
in a
training
while.
wheels off of him.
Yeah.
If Kenny Pickett's playing right now, I'd be like, yeah, that's smart with a rookie. But Mitch is a veteran, and Mitch, for
You can just
him
try
not
it
being the
out.
greatest quarterback of all time, he's 29 and 22 as a starter. So he's
He can get it in.
he's got something
He can
there.
get it in. Yeah.
He's not playing any worse than Russell Wilson this season.
That's for damn sure.
That's for fucking sure. Hey, ain't that right? All
And fuck,
right.
he might be playing better than Justin Herbert.
Dude,
You watch your mouth.
You can put Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm just kidding. All right. Brad, did you want to add to some of any games you want to mention? You don't have to mention every single one, but
Just
your
there's
own
2 that I
team?
want to mention. I wanted to finish off Al on this one, where I'm taking Pittsburgh. When Al goes against his team, it's
They
a
win.
lock.
They
Gotta
win.
take him. But he has
Yeah.
no faith in him this week. It's 100% locked that this is a good buy low spot for the Steelers. It's a no-brainer. You pick the Steelers, you close your eyes, you win. No problem.
It's gonna be
Another
horrifying.
Another big pick, Brad. Lock of the week.
And then my next game is man, give me some Doug. Give me
Really?
some Doug Peterson.
There we go. There we go.
And that
Who wrote
beautiful
that in?
head of gray hair.
So we're gonna go against the Philadelphia Eagles and
Again, we're one
Jalen
game
Hurts.
late.
We were 1 game late taking the Commanders. We knew Wentz didn't have it.
but
the development of Trevor Lawrence is
yeah.
the underdog is looking like the real
Dude,
deal.
dude, he
And,
looks
Robinson
fucking great.
pounding the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the Phillies like a really ferocious defense and they have a lot of hype behind them. And
No, they need to calm down.
everyone's
They
already
calm
saying
down.
wrap up the MVP like Jalen Hurts has it. But they need like a come to reality game. And I think the former coach is if he's gonna study so hard on this fucking game, this game means the most to him out of every game on the schedule this year. And he's gonna do what it takes.
Yeah. That's a good game to bring up. I also think that Philadelphia, the mob owes the real mob some money. You know what I mean? You can't go 3-0 and not pay your taxes. So
Straight up.
it's time to pay some fucking taxes. That's what it is. So they're gonna get their tax paid for sure. And a lot of Philly people are gonna be mad, but it is what it is. And plus Wyatt's out there for the bad luck. Look at that, right? It makes sense. It just makes sense.
We already sent the Grim Reaper that way. Let's
He's
go.
bringing the Raiders good luck charm over there. So there you go, Philly. It landed. A Raiders fan in your fucking head. So you're gonna take Doug. Al, I don't see anything. Are you riding with us on this or what?
I could definitely see that. Like just because Philly could still very well win that game, but a little backdoor action. So I don't think that's the worst idea on earth. I think
For the plus.
Jacksonville is a pretty good team, like on paper, and they've got a good coach now.
Yeah, it sounds like to Prado, from what he's been saying the last couple of episodes here, they still got to prove themselves. Have they proven it to you to run it back +7 versus Philly?
No, it means I was just a 1 week late. And usually when I'm 1 week late, people, you probably don't realize this, but we'll run it back. I
have to.
I don't care about it. Like I get my ass kicked. Thank you. No problem. Good job. Next week, I'll run it back. Because one thing I noticed about this, and I'm looking it up, I don't think this kind of sounds silly, but okay, they haven't played since 2018. It's been a while since
Both
they
teams?
played.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they haven't played since 2018. I was going to ask you, Brad, how long has Hertz been on Philadelphia?
He was in the.
I think this is his third year.
This is his third
3
year.
years, right? Because
So was Peterson ever with the organization when he was there?
I think maybe
As a
the last season.
Okay,
Because
so
remember-
he knows who he is.
Well, this is Sirianni's. This is
His second
Sirianni's
year.
second year. So I
yeah,
think
so it had to have been
didn't
Yeah,
Doug
so
draft
yeah.
him?
Yeah, Doug
I
drafted
think
one
Doug
year
drafted
in.
Jalen.
second
Yeah,
or
1
third
year
round
in.
pick,
Wow.
one of the two.
Second
There you
round
go.
pick. He was
Yeah,
a
1
second
year
rounder.
in. 1
Yeah,
year
it was
knows
in.
who he-
Wentz and him.
He knows who he is.
I mean, he drafted him. He knows he wanted Hurts over Wentz because he never wanted Wentz.
It's true. Interesting.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. This is one of those crazy games, dramatic per se.
Yeah, give me the fucking the Jags. Simple as that.
Now-
+7.
Caleb's gonna take mob team money line. And I think he's saying that because he likes Philly too, in a way. Or he likes taking them for just because he believes in the conspiracy of that mob Philly shit. But yeah, nothing on Bobby. And for the rest, you already heard all of us. Now, Prado, did you want to bring up any games? Since Al already brought up a couple. And so
No, those are the two games that I wanted to talk about that I was really like. I really liked Atlanta. I'm kind of scared now that went down to +1.5. I liked Atlanta at +3 versus Cleveland. I want to see what happens to Brissett on the road. He's been playing at home. He's had the crowd. He hasn't made a mistake. I'm waiting for a mistake to be made there. I kind of got scared. And then something I'm a little worried right now, but I said this, Dallas as a favorite, that's when you have to kind of worry. Washington looked that bad last week. It kind of scares me.
Okay. All right.
Otherwise, it would be a complete fate of Dallas Cowboys.
All right. Let's talk about. I don't have anything on any takes on those games. I like the Cleveland, but after evaluation, I don't know. So depends. It might be GTD for me. All right. Sunday night football is Baby Goat and Bigger Goat, or the only goat. KC versus TB. Where is this at, you guys?
What?
Tampa. Okay. So it's
Might be
1.5.
a hurricane. Might
Yeah,
have to
there could
move
be
No,
a
that
it's
game or
2.5.
cancel
Might
it.
change.
It's 2.5 now. So I don't know. This is like a weird game, but I feel like Tom wants this bad. So I don't know.
I don't
Obviously,
think Tom gives a fuck.
I think Tom doesn't give a fuck either.
Yeah, I think I watching Tom is like watching like a fucking.
he's just getting old. That's all it is.
He's throwing
still
to
got it,
Tyler
though.
Johnson, Cole Beasley, Scotty Miller. Like, who are all these? Russell Gage Jr.
I love how they make
He has
excuses
no
too.
one to
They're like,
fucking go to, but he still got it done. Look at him. He almost fucking won that game. You better believe fucking Aaron was
his
gonna fucking
defense almost won
throw a
that game.
rope around
Yeah.
his fucking neck and put himself in the goddamn bathroom. You saw it in his fucking face too. I know it. I know it. That was crazy. I was like, damn, I can't believe he almost gave Tom this game again.
Damn, what's crazy about this game is the Chiefs are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 meetings.
I think
versus
they're gonna
Tampa Bay.
cover. I think they're gonna fucking do it. I think Chiefs are gonna fucking get it done. Finally.
I was
Even though
actually
they
shocked
kinda
to see
suck.
it was actually kind of cute to see Patrick over there yelling at his coach. Like I never
Yeah, they
seen
were
him
fighting.
fucking
Both
bad.
both teams, both. I mean, both teams. Tom was fighting with somebody.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
fights with
me.
his players. Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes doesn't fight with anyone, let alone the OC. He's over there barking at the OC before halftime. The
Yeah.
enemy. Yep.
Both of them, both quarterbacks were fighting with their fucking peeps. I don't know. I think Casey's gonna fucking take this one out. Just cause like I don't know. It's just one of those games.
I like the under in that game. Fucking TB can't score more than fucking 3 touchdowns.
It's exactly what Al was saying. He's not even fucking throwing like that. Like, why is he even playing, guys? Come on. He's just bored.
Yeah, it's like, what is he trying to prove? What the fuck do you prove?
It's like
at
you
this
just
point?
want to go to work because you don't want to be at home with the kids.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like it's just like one of those things. Like it.
Bonnie,
Or he just because he has a driver that takes him. So what's the point? He's not gonna go fucking drive his kids to fucking school and shit. Like, you know what I mean? You pay too much money for the
Butler.
hair, the teeth. Might as well get some TV action.
Imagine Tom Brady pulling up to school too. You're just like, oh my God. You're like, fuck. He's like, fuck, not again.
Oh fuck. Yeah. That's well, I mean, isn't he doing this now or is he just like, fuck it, I just know how to do this, so whatever. Prada, you're gonna take Casey. You already said why, so
What about
Okay.
you, Brad?
Brad, yeah.
we love Casey in this game. Tom Brady, they just watching all 3 of his games. He just cannot fucking put the ball in the end zone, let alone the red zone at all. They look lethargic out there.
He
and
also
the
has
defense is fucking
nobody.
carrying them.
Nobody. That's when you have nobody.
Yeah, the defense, they're riding the defense right now, and I think that Poster Boy is gonna get it done. He owes Tampa and Tom an ass whooping.
He does.
He does. He does.
And that was a perfect as Prado would say, we were actually talking about this last week. The look ahead. The look ahead was like, oh, they're just looking past the Colts because they know who the hell they're playing next week on Sunday Night
Yeah, they
Football.
don't even care. Yeah.
And that this was like the picture on the wall. Is, all right,
This is
perfect.
more
Lose
of
to
the
Indy.
yeah.
They don't go 3-0 because if they go 3-0, then they're gonna lose to Tom.
Yeah.
Now because they have a loss on their record to keep everything kind of balanced.
Yeah.
It's
More
guns
important.
blazing. And I like Andy Reid over Todd Bowles. I just think Todd Bowles is a bad coach. Dating back to his time as the Jets head coach,
Yep.
one of the worst head coaches I've ever seen in my
Good
life.
point. Good
Agreed.
point.
Was he a
point.
1-year guy?
He might have been, but I know he's a great defensive coordinator, and that's why their
I
defense
don't
is
know.
so good. But
Defense is very
him at
good.
the helm,
No,
Forget
I
about
don't
it.
think he can make the calls. Yep. It's not good. All right. Next game. Oh, God. Rams versus San Francisco 49ers on Monday
run it
night.
back.
Yeah.
Ownage is ownage.
Yeah. Ownage is ownage. We all know it. We witnessed it today. For the Monday night game right now, right after. So that's just how it is. I'm sorry. Ownage is ownage, no matter how much these fucking Ram fans want to be like, ooh, we win the championship against you guys and this and that. Like, all right. But we still own you, just like Russell still owns us for now.
No, it's not for now. It's forever.
Brad was like, when you look at Wikipedia or Google, it somehow says that the owner of the fucking 49ers is Russell Wilson. I mean, what is that?
That guy he's a haunter of you guys. He just haunts you guys.
God, he haunts it. Haunts.
I mean, all he was cooking was fucking cold cereal with fucking
With hot dogs in it.
It was enough to cook.
It
Well, their
wasn't even.
defense, it just couldn't. it was just disgusting how he found a way to win. Actually, he didn't even win. Jimmy
didn't,
won it
no.
with the
The
safety.
punter won.
Yeah.
Yeah, the punts were actually the punter was the real MVP, pinned them fucking deep every time.
Brad, it wasn't even real milk. It was fucking oat milk and shit. You feel me?
Damn, couldn't you get me some fucking cow milk?
Hey, the Broncos running backs for the MVP for not fumbling it inside the 5.
That's
Yeah, I
true.
know, right?
They got
Yeah.
I
the
was
biggest
waiting
fingers
for
in the
Melvin
league.
Gordon to cough up that rock.
So was
What-
I.
What a humble guy fucking Jimmy G is, huh? Not leaving that guy. What is his name? Olovsky in the fucking
Orlovsky.
rear end. Yeah. He's so
Dan
happy.
Orlovsky.
I like Jerry Rice Jr. said, "Fucking stop smiling in your fucking press conferences. Fucking that's as real as he gets. Like
Who?
stop."
Jimmy,
Yeah, Jimmy's just like,
he probably does.
it's like, bro, like just be humble about it. Like, and he's just smiling up there, and Jerry Rice Jr. fucking tweets out like basically, stop smiling after a loss.
Yeah, like you fucking lost and you lost. You
I actually didn't like the comment that he made. He made an interesting comment. I don't know if you caught it. He said something where he's like, "Oh, this is my first week with these guys," and then I love the comment section. The comment section's like, "Didn't you play with them last year?" It's like,
Yeah.
it's
Last
like,
week.
Hey,
He did-
everyone
he-
needs to treat a loss like Ken Dorsey and start fucking throwing shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
get pissed off.
Throw
Like,
shit.
he,
Fucking
his timing
smiling
was
like
a
very
model.
bad. His
Or be
timing
like
was
Tomlin.
very
We
bad.
lost the game because we didn't score enough points.
Oh man. All right. Who's taking the Rams? Of course he's taking the Rams. Caleb, he hates
Oh.
us. So he's taking the Rams. No, that's because he loves the Rams deep inside.
Cooper Cup.
He's
What
a
am I
Cooper
saying?
Cup fanatic.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
exactly.
is.
And then of course Prado's gonna run it back. Just like how I did last week too. I think a lot of us did that too, right, Brad? We did the run it back
Well,
game.
like Al said, ownage is ownage in this situation. Al wanted to go against the grain of Sean owning Arizona. How'd that
I
work
did.
out?
Not good.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's in the NFC
It's
West.
like ownage
very
on
simple.
ownage on ownage. It's
Niners
just
own the Rams.
a cycle.
Rams own the Cardinals.
yeah.
I don't know who the fuck the
cycle.
Cardinals own.
Probably
and
the Seahawks.
For now.
And
For
the
now.
Seahawks owned the Niners for the longest. So I
Hey, the
just
Seahawks kind of owned the Rams too, if I'm not mistaken.
no. The Rams low-key always beat the Seahawks.
But
that
then
what it
we
is?
always
Okay.
beat them.
Yeah, they would
Yeah.
always talk
Yeah.
Russ.
And then Arizona was in the dirt for a minute. They were always in the dirt. You didn't hear too much of
Arizona.
Arizona. Yeah. You didn't hear too much of them. Wait, no, I think what about Arizona and Rams? Rams owned Arizona?
Rams own
Yeah,
Arizona.
Rams, okay, yeah. That
McVay
makes
has his fucking face tattooed on everyone's ass over there.
Oh man. All right. That's all we're gonna talk about today as far as games. I know we've got the percentages. I mean, we did really good. So as of week 3, we're at 70% for me, 55 for Brad. I think it was 71 for Caleb. Bobby had 67. Prado had 55. Al, you didn't have anything just because you didn't bet.
Yeah, bye week.
Yep, for sure. And then, but before that, the week before that, when you were on, I think you did, I think you had 59% is what you had. All right, so still good, still above 50. That's what we're looking at. And the average was 70 this week. So that's a lot better than we did week 2, obviously. And we are 78 and 63 on total win-loss games, which is pretty good. Now we're going into week 4. We're going to try and do our best to get you guys up there. I have a couple shout outs, but I'm gonna let the guys go first. Any guest speakers on your guys' podcast? Al, I'm gonna let you talk about the podcast.
Yeah, we got Metal Gets Me High. I think episode 21 coming up on Thursday. We'll have Sean the Butcher. He's a host and DJ on Sirius XM, the Liquid Metal station. So it'll be a super cool
dude.
chat.
That's pretty awesome. Nice. Anything else? Any other shout outs for you guys, Brad? Nothing. Prado?
Shout out to Lamar. That's all I have to say. Shout out to
Lamar.
fucking
That's
Lamar.
Lamar Prado right there, guys.
Just
Lamar
fucking
Prado.
pay the fucking man.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Stay Classy Meats. We got to get the butcher some Stay Classy Meats now that you say it. You know what I mean? Makes
Sean
sense,
the
right?
Butcher.
Yeah. At Stay Classy Meats, follow them on Instagram or www.stayclassymeats.com. And then where do we get our lines and spreads and totals, overs and unders and things like that, parlays? www.wagerattack.com. The code is SBQ. You'll hear Aaliyah say it too. That's my daughter. And any other shout outs? Honeyfly Wine, www.honeyflywine.com. The holidays are coming. That's pretty much it, guys. I'll be in New York. I'm going to try and get this deal done with Amazon Prime. Shout out to them for hollering at our podcast. Our YouTube, we almost are at 1,000, guys. So I heard, I don't know, I don't really do YouTube, but I heard that if you get 1,000 subscribers, you start making some cheese. So hopefully the listeners are helping us out by also going in on YouTube and looking at us since we're so pretty, you know what I mean, with our nice clothing and beautiful Lamar stuff and 49er bullshit, Steelers with no sleeves. See, gotta rock like Al. But yeah, thank you
Collar, too.
guys. Yeah, you YouTube subscribers, that's pretty awesome. 10,000 views, only started it 4 weeks ago. But go visit at MGMH Pod. And then also Caleb has a podcast on there. I'll write it down in the comments. So like and subscribe. Thank you guys for joining. And we will see you guys again next week, this time on our regular time.
Okay.